Hey, hey. Hey, family. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to another Divine Wealth and Wine. Tips for all kind. Divine Wealth and Wine. Tips for all kind. Oh, gosh. So, again, I'm Chaplain Dr. Monica Young Andrews coming to you. I told you I was going to at least once a week. Okay, I know it's been over a week since my first one. This is the second one. And I wanted to come and talk to you all about several different things. But tonight I thought I was going to talk to you about one thing, but all the stuff that's gone on, just watching over the last week, God put on my heart, I got to share this message with you all. Hey, Charles, how you doing? Hey, James. Let me do this wave thing when it pops up. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. So, there's been a lot going on as far as this virus, the coronavirus, in addition to the, hey, Roy, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Coronavirus and the stock market, the virus, the election, I don't know if you know, last week it started really tanking, and it's volatile, up and down, up and down. I don't even participate in that realm, but I watch and I know people, because I've done classes. People have told me, yeah, you need to invest, you need to actually day trade, you need to, option trade and so forth. And it's not a world I really want to be in after I kind of studied it, because I'm like, it's too many people and things that control that. But I pay attention to it. I stay up on that. And because I know people that are very successful in that, and just connecting everything. See, I'm not one that wants my money tied up on what somebody else can do and not do and have it go up and down. And I'm not really in tune with that to see. I'm not focused on just that, if that makes sense. And I don't trust anybody else to do it for me. So I say all that to say, I don't know if you all remember back in 2008, one thing that happened with me, when 2008, when things crashed, I actually had purchased a home, okay, back in like 2 weeks before it crashed, because within that 2 weeks, everything went underwater after the closing of that purchase of my second home. And it was kind of devastating, honestly. It's like, what the heck? Because when you purchase a home, you're looking at your equity. Like, it's an investment. At least that's what we were taught, was to purchase a home, to own a home. And I'm going to talk about that on another tip. But we were taught all that. And when it went underwater less than 2 weeks, I lost $200,000. Okay? This was very interesting, because it was the start of something that God kind of brought me through to put things in place, because that's, again, me being in the credit business. That's something that I needed it for, because I lost the house eventually, which made my credit, tank. Not as bad as the stock market has been tanking, okay? The S&P 500, yeah, not as bad as that. But it still tanked because of that. But I was like, wow. When I was talking to people, I said, were you responsible for that crash? And everybody I asked was like, no, they weren't. A lot of people actually experienced things with that crash, things that were devastating to their families, losing their 401ks, starting over. Like, when I say losing, like, if you have this much and this is the line, like this is the zero line, if you will, okay, and your 401k, your 403b, your pension, whatever, has been growing, like that's what we expect it to do over the years. Okay, and we know things go up and down. But then something like that happens, and what happened back in 2008, I don't know if you all are aware, but before the bubble burst, if you will, okay, before the bubble burst, what ended up happening was the government stopped. They resigned from sharing what was really happening until the big boys were able to load off, okay, all of those bad notes. This was a mortgage note, able to load off all those notes. Hey, Alfred. Hey, Jan. Welcome. Hey, Charles. To load off all of those notes onto the plans like 401k, 403b, all those different number plans, because those are all, they're just laws. That's where the numbers come from. Those are laws that are in the books for those retirement plans. Any of the ERISA plans, that's where the dump happens. And that's where the loss happens, which means that people aren't able to retire when they think they can. Or when they retire finally, they don't have what they expected to have because it was in that market and things were dumped off on them. So we're getting ready to go through that again, y'all. I tell people, my clients, I'm like, listen, you do not need to participate in a 401k, a 403b, any type of pension plan like that. You don't need to participate in that. They're good plans, but they're great for the employer, not the employee. And again, I'm probably talking to more employees. So they tell us that those plans, they're great because you save on taxes up front, the pre-tax. So it brings your tax bracket down now while you're working. You're putting your money in there to grow it. Okay. However, think about it. Even if that plan works and it grows, and then you go and you retire 40 years later, whatever the case may be. Think about that, okay? Then you start pulling it out because now you retire. Now you're gonna have to pay taxes on that anyway. Now, do you think taxes are gonna be higher or lower from 30 or 40 years ago when you were putting money into the plan? I know y'all can't answer me on this, but you probably were saying, because I know I have a smart group here on the Facebook family, so you probably were saying they'll probably be higher, okay? Or even if they're not higher, let's just say they're the same. Let's say taxes are the same as when you put it in there. Let's just say it, okay? But here's the thing is, what you put in is the seed. The seed is always smaller than a harvest. So whatever you grow, you're going to pay more taxes on the growth, okay? Versus if you paid the taxes on the seed. And see, that's what they want. That's why they make you take your money out. They make you take your money out. 401k, 403b, whatever those number plans, I forget the other numbers, okay? But whatever those plans, they make you take your money out at a certain age. Why? Because they know you didn't pay taxes on a dime of that money that went in there, and you're going to give them their money. So if you don't take your money out, they will take a hefty penalty. From what they told me, almost 50% of your money will be a penalty if you don't take it out, which means what you're going to do, you're going to take it out, and then you have to pay the taxes when you take it out. So I'm saying this right now, that's the plan now. But there are some wrenches that have been thrown into the game right now. Just like what happened in 2008. Like, I know I was out because I got out really early. Once I started working for myself, I'm like, yeah. But as I watch this whole market, this whole 401k, this thing, and I know the history of the 401ks, I'm like, if you are an employer, it's a great thing. If you are an employee, they jacking you. They're jacking you. And we don't even know it. So I'm here to share that with you. But I'm also here to share, because of what's going on in the market, what happened in 2008 was peanuts based on what's getting ready to happen now. You need to get your money out. I don't care if it's a penalty now. Because what's going to happen is they're going to dump everything on there and y'all are going to lose. I can say y'all because I'm not in that, okay, anymore. I used to be. I have lost. That's what I'm saying, just watching it. That's why I said never, ever put your money in a 401k. I don't care if they're matching it. When you look at the match and what's going on with that, it doesn't add up in your favor. I can show you that, okay, at a different time. Like, I can show you that one-on-one. But I'm telling you is, they tell us this, but that's not. If you got some money in there now, you need to move it. Move it into a vehicle that has worked through and all of these depressions, recessions, look, I call them secessions, whatever you want to call it. They've worked through all of that. You want to put your money in some vehicle that protects and insures your money. There are, and I'm talking, y'all seeing me on that because a phone call just came in. Hey, welcome, Eric, Valerie. So insurance products, and it has to be special types, okay? But you need to move. You need to take the hit up front, and again, I can talk to you about if it makes sense for you. But what I know for a fact is when somebody keeps loading off the bad stuff, the bad debt, the bad money, when things start hitting everything, it keeps loading off and it loads off on the plans that you're investing your money in, then what do you think that's going to do for you and your family? Exactly. It's not going to be good. Not going to be good. I thank you, Maynard. I'm glad that you're finding some value in this information, because what I know is these are conversations that are not had at our type of dinner tables. Okay? There's two sets of information. Okay? There's the public information, which is what I call for the uninformed, and that's the side I was on, but I kept asking enough questions to be able to get on the other side. Okay? So, and the private. That's the informed. I'll be dropping some more jewels, okay, with you. So, just keep listening out again for the divine wealth and wine. Because, my wine. Yep. My wine. I got my wine. I hadn't even started drinking any of it. They poured me a lot. But it's always a good day. I don't know if you can see the glass, but I got my wine. That's why we call it divine wealth and wine tips. I want to come and share this with you before I actually have some wine. One thing I want to say, because the things that I'm coming and sharing with you all is information. And we all know that they say information and knowledge is power. But what I always say is the application of the information is what makes you powerful. The application of the information is what makes you powerful. So what the things that I'm sharing with you, that they're not, again, it's on the other side. I know we learn this way, and I'm all out here. I already know that. People look at me like, wow, I'm out there. But I'm out there because God gave me information that I wasn't born into the families that were supposed to have that type. Like my family, they don't really know this, okay? They know because of what I shared with them. But they could not help me back in 1988 when I had a nice insurance policy left to me tax-free, because the insurance is always tax-free. That's why I'm a big fan of insurance, y'all. And I tell you, life insurance, big fan. But my father left us some money, and I asked back then people in my circle, I said, so what can I do with this money? I know there's some way I can do this, and I can use this money later on, like my age now. I'm 54, okay? At this time of this, so 54, I could still be living and using that money for something. And no one in my circle knew that. They didn't have any answers for me. So because of that, that started a lifelong journey for me as well. And I've been able to find some information that is like, wow, the information that I have is what I was looking for back in 1988. So God gave me that information and made me that person that can help other people that way. So shame on me if I don't share it. And wow, I don't like lives that much, but he's making me do that. So I say all that to say, this book, Fate. Can y'all see this? Fate, Robert Kiyosaki. He's the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, okay? Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This book right here came out last year. It is the bomb. It's like 3 books in one. It's fake money, fake teachers, and fake assets. The reason that I bring this up is everything that I'm sharing with you, I live it. Okay, I live it. When I say, so I'm not telling you something like, oh, I read this, I know somebody that did this, I am structured a certain way, okay? I operate in a certain realm, and I can help other people do that if you're not afraid. And even if you are afraid, some people are like, I don't know, but because I'm not what you call a fake teacher, okay? I'm an educator. They say by nature. Look, for years I'm like, no, I'm not. But it's hit me. It's like, okay, I've come to grips. Like, yes, I am an educator, but more than educating, I bring the tools and the knowledge for you to actually take action, because applied knowledge makes you powerful. And I want to make sure that you and your families are taken care of, okay? For generations to come. That's what the Bible tells us. Leave an inheritance to your children's children. That's generational wealth, okay? All right, y'all. I know I talked a little. So, I'm going to share the wine, too, because they got me a different kind of wine today. So, red wine we should all have. I don't know if you've seen this line, 19 crimes. So there's an app that actually takes it. You can put the app up to the phone up to the app, and it talks to you and tells you about the different crimes. This is some other history from like some exile from Australia or something. But really cool. And this is this wine, and I'm going to taste it now. Let me try this. Yeah. Red wine is always good when you just let it sit and breathe for a while. This has been breathing for several hours. So, again, thank you for sharing and listening to Divine Wealth and Wine Tips for all kind. You all have a great, great evening. Hopefully you'll join me again. I'm going to be coming to you at least once a week. At least once a week. There's so much I want to share with you, and I got to be mindful of, just the time and the timing. And do me a favor and go check out our YouTube channel, because I'm going to be doing something that's going to stay on YouTube as well, that I'm going to be giving information on YouTube with this. So the channel is Divine Order Network. All right? So I appreciate, hey, Pam. Hey, lady, my fellow seat night. How you doing, sweetie? Hey, Martha. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. And that's right, Charles. Application is the key. Application is the key. God bless you. Yep, let's toast. A toast. Let's toast to each other. Let's toast to getting your money working for you. Getting it out of the system, because you can do it. Having a job is fine. It's fine. That's a great thing, being an employee. But you have rights that you can still do even doing that. Okay? That will actually make a huge difference in you and your family's life. So I want you to think about that. If Uncle Sam, like I said, I don't have an uncle named Sam. Okay? I don't know, some of you on the line might have an uncle named Sam, and that's fine. But the Uncle Sam that we all speak about, if he wasn't in your pocket taking a third of your money or whatever he's taking, don't you think you could get ahead a little faster? Don't you think that you could actually take those funds and invest into something that you could actually be able to build your own bank and borrow from yourself, and let compound interest work in your favor versus you paying it over and over again? I'm going to be talking about that, y'all. All right. Good night. Much love. Love y'all. Thanks for listening.